Hey guys, it's Beccadex and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on how I made my winter fawn headdress. Making this headdress was super easy and I was able to do it on a very low budget, so if you're interested in seeing how I made it, then just keep watching. Starting out, I got this set of 3 headbands from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using the clear one as it will blend into my wig better. I got this package of Floral Wire to build the armature of the antlers and help secure it to the headband. The color doesn't really matter on this because it will be covered up in the end. The wire came pre-cut at 6 feet, so I cut it in half to work with 3-foot sections. I determined how tall I wanted my antlers to be ahead of time and made the first bend in the wire at that point. I then twist the wire together to give it more strength. I use pliers to make twisting the wire together easier. I bend and twist the wire into the desired shape for my antlers before twisting the rest of the wire together and attaching it to the headband. I attach the wire by weaving it between the square openings on the headband. This was one of the main reasons for choosing these headbands when planning this project. For the second antler, I basically just made a copy of the first one and attached it to the other side of the headband. Deer's antlers aren't typically symmetrical in real life, but I wanted them to match to be more aesthetically pleasing. I use my hot glue gun to cover up any sharp edges of the wire and to help secure it to the headband. Next, I'm going to start building up the shape of the antlers, and I'm going to be using aluminum foil for that. I like to use aluminum foil for this because I think that it's a readily available material that is lightweight and easy to form into the shape that you're looking for. Other good materials are expanding foam and pink insulation foam. I wrap small squares of the aluminum foil around the armature until I reach my desired shape. This is probably the most time-consuming part of this project, and I'm probably going to skip ahead a little bit in the video so that it's not too long. I had a hard time building up the shape around the antler extremities, so I used a little bit of hot glue to help the foil stay in place. Once the antlers are to your liking, you can start wrapping them in masking tape. I use 2 different sizes of masking tape, but you can use whatever you have on hand. I try to wrap the tape around the antler as tightly as I can to help it maintain its shape. I use small strips of tape to help cover any spots that I've missed. I use my glue gun to help flatten out any areas that are being particularly stubborn. Toward the top of the antlers, it started to get a little unwieldy to hold or lay down on the table, so I propped it up. I would recommend using anything that would hold a headband well, or using a wig stand. Keep covering your antlers in tape until they are fully covered. Now on to the fun part, decorating. For this project, I used 3 bundles of flowers and 1 additional for the snowberries. I painted my horns off camera using paint that I already had on hand. The decoration is sort of all up to you in the end and how you want the final product to look for your headdress. As a guideline, I try to cover the entire top of the headband. Be careful when working with the hot glue gun and an open style headband like this because the hot glue can drip through the openings and onto your hand. Always experiment with the placement of your flowers first before attaching them so you know how it's going to look, and don't be afraid to use some weird floral accents. I ended up really loving these snowberries. Be sure as you're attaching flowers to cover any exposed stems to keep everything nice and pretty. Once you have all of your flowers glued on the way you want, you can start adding extra details. I ended up using small ornaments that I got from the Dollar Tree along with some iridescent marbles I already had in my collection. You can see me doing some test placements for these ornaments. I was a little bit skeptical of using them at first, but I'm really glad I included them at the end. There are a lot of trinkets that you can add to a headdress to make it your own. I had considered using tinsel or weaving lights into the flowers. You can really do anything as long as you have the supplies for it. I think the final price tag for this project was $8. I ended up not even using all of the supplies I purchased for it. I wanted this to be an easy to follow tutorial that anyone can do on any budget. And here is the final product. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found this tutorial helpful. If you recreate this look or make your own headdress using this tutorial, please tag me on social media. I would love to see your work. You can tag me on Instagram at Cosplay and on Twitter at Beccadex. As always, if you like this video, please give it a like and a comment. If you want to see more videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel, and have a lovely day wherever you are. Bye! And a special thanks to these patrons on Patreon. If you want to join our community, click the link in the video or the description box down below.